Okay. Today we will discuss about the potential energy. We have already discussed the kinds of energy such as the. Okay, আমি একটু পরে শুরু করি তারপর। We have already discussed about the energy. There are many forms of energy such as mechanical energy, sound energy, nuclear energy, chemical energy, and any other kinds of energy. In our textbook, only mechanical energy are discussed broadly. So there are two types of mechanical energy. One is the kinetic energy, another is the potential energy. We have already discussed about the kinetic energy. So we discuss in the today we will discuss about the potential energy. So potential energy. Potential energy. We'll discuss about potential energy. We have already discussed about the kinetic energy. From kinetic energy, we know EK equals to half mv square or EK equals to p square by twice m, etc. This is we have discussed about this in our previous class. Potential energy. What do you mean by potential energy? What do you mean by energy? At first, we have to know. We have already known that energy is the doing work. Energy is the ability of doing work. Ability of doing work. So, what is the potential energy? Potential energy. Suppose this is the earth. This is the earth, and this is the surface. This is the earth, and this is the surface. Suppose this is the earth. And this is the earth surface. You have to pull any object of mass m at h meter height from the earth surface. Pull. Then you have to do work. You have to do work. Suppose another I hear that. Suppose I get up early in the morning, or you get up early in the morning, and you have to run. Okay, you have to run. You will run for a period of time. Then you will need to some food. You will need to some food, and will need to some food because you have to need energy to do such type of work. You need energy to do such type of work. You can get energy from your food. This energy is stored in your body. Then you can use this energy and you can run a time of period. So the energy which is stored in your body is the potential energy. Potential energy means potential energy. So therefore we can say there is the energy the body has due to its position or its location. The energy the body has due to its position or location. Or location is called potential energy. The energy the body has due to its position or location is called potential energy. Such as this is the Earth's surface. you have to pull the object h meter height. So you have to do work to pull the object, or you have to do work to stay this object in this position. So you have to do work. This work, to give the ability of doing work, this work is stored of the object as potential energy. It is called the gravitational potential energy. Why it is called the gravitational potential energy? When you pull the object above the Earth's surface, the Earth attack the object. This force is the gravitational force. We know when force and displacement occur any place or any object, and the product of force and displacement is called work. If you pull the object, the displacement is h and the gravitational force is F. So we can write W equals to FH. So F equals to mg and h. So this is the potential energy. W equals to EP. So we can write EP equals to mgh. This is the gravitational potential energy. This is the gravitational potential energy. So we can say the gravitational potential energy equals to EP equals to mgh. If the mass is constant for a fixed body, for a fixed place, G is constant. So EP depends on H. EP depends on H. So we can write EP proportional to H. If height is increased, the potential energy is increased. This is the position. If you want to stay this object in this position, you have to do work. This work is called the potential energy, and it is against the gravitational force. So it is called the gravitational potential energy. Okay, understand what is gravitational potential energy? And the equation for gravitational energy is EP equals to mgh. EP equals to mg. EP equals to mgh. This is the gravitational potential energy. Okay, come. Now we discuss about another types of potential energy, that is the elastic potential energy. Elastic potential energy. Elastic potential energy. On the other hand, we can say potential energy for a spring. Spring, a elastic material, elastic object. Suppose this is the spring. This is the initial position of a spring, and this is the stressed part of the spring. Suppose you have to stress of the spring, or you have to you want to compress the spring, compress or stress the spring, then you have to do what? You have to do what? Such spring has more force, such spring has less force. So suppose another example, if any marble or is here, if you compress the spring and remove the force, then the ball is going upward. So it has do work. It has done work. This work is called the potential energy, and this work is done by the force of elastic substance. So the elastic force, this work is done by the elastic force, so it is called the elastic potential energy. If you compress the spring or stress the spring, in both cases work will be done. Suppose this is the spring, and you can apply force in this direction or in this direction. You can spring this direction, and it is stressed, and it can remove the air particle or any other particle in this position, and work must have done, and this is the potential, and this is the potential energy for the spring. On the other hand, you can say there is a bow. Suppose this is the bow. This is the bow. When this is the elastic, and when you turn the bow, and it has to do work, and this work, for doing this work, the arrow will be go forward. This type of work, by which force?
Sir, what is bow?
Bow is bow means to trap any তীর বলা হয় বাংলায়, তীর যেটা দিয়ে তীর দিয়ে তুমি ইয়া করো সেটাকে বো বলা হয়। বো, এখন তুমি মনে করো আর the bow, if you do work by this bow, the potential energy, the elastic potential energy is stored in this elastic substance, and the bow, the arrow will be go forward. This type of work is done by the elastic potential energy. So we can say for a compressed or stressed, the electric potential energy will be, we can denote it U, half K delta x square. তোমাদের বই normally this is x square, delta x. Delta x is the portion of compressed or stressed. K is the spring constant. Spring constant. Spring constant. It depends on the material. It depends on the material of the elastic object. This is the elastic potential energy. There is a potential energy that is called the electrostatic potential energy. We discuss about electrostatic potential energy in our in chapter 10. Now we discuss about the two kinds of potential energy. One is the gravitational potential energy and elastic potential energy. So you have to remember the elastic potential energy equals to half K delta x square. Delta x or x square, you can write anyone. Delta x
is denoted as the elastic potential energy.
Yes.
There is U denoted as elastic potential energy.
You
so
cannot,
the U in form of
U or EP. U or EP, you can always denote it anywhere. EP or U. I had noted U because gravitational potential energy is EP and the elastic potential energy is U. You can write EP. It's not matter. So gravitational potential energy. Okay, come on. We discuss about gravitational potential energy broadly. Okay, so in a word, we can say, suppose the position, location, and configuration. So by far we are confirmed. So any particle has a certain kind of energy. Any particle has a certain kind of energy due to its position, due to its location, or due to its configuration. Configuration means such as the elastic object. This energy is called the potential energy. Each and every object has a content certain kind of energy for its location, for its position, and for its configuration. This type of energy is called the potential energy. So, come on. Gravitational potential energy. Gravitational potential energy, P. Suppose this is the Earth surface. This is my assumption. This is our assumption. Earth ground. Suppose the potential in Earth surface is zero. It is zero potential. Earth surface, at the Earth surface, the potential is zero. Potential energy is zero. You can pull the object. The mass of the object is m at h meter height. H meter height. Then we know EP equals to mgh. If you pull the object in big height, then the potential energy will be big. Okay, EP equals to mgh. You have to remember that height always determined from the ground of the earth ground. Height always, you have to note this, height always determined, determined from the ground. Height always determined from the ground. Suppose this is the ground. An object is falling in this position and falling towards the ground. Total height is h, and this is x. What will be the height of the point B? What will be the height of the point B? Please clear it. Total height x. An object is allowed to fall from this height and it reaches point B. What will be the height of the point B?
H minus h.
Sir, H minus H.
Good, thank you. This is the h minus h. So you have to remember this, height always determined from the ground. Okay. Now, suppose another example for gravitational potential energy. Suppose this is the earth ground. Okay. You can pull an object h1 meter height. h1 meter height. The mass of the object is m. And you can pull the object s2 meter height. This is mass of also m. Here, the potential energy will be more because and the height is more. Here, the potential energy is less because height is less. For this object, the potential energy will be, suppose EP1, mgh1. And for this, EP2 equals to mgh2. mgh2. So there is a change of potential energy. There is a change of potential energy here. This height from to this height. So change of potential energy, EP, delta EP equals to mgh2 minus mgh1. So mg equals to h2 minus h1. This is the change of potential energy. This is the gain in potential energy. This is the loss in potential energy. Gain in potential energy means you can pull the object from h1 to h2. This is the gain in potential energy. On the other hand, you can fall the object from h2 to h1. This is the loss of potential energy. If loss or gain or change, any questions is asked from you, then you can use this formula. Delta EP equals to mgh2 minus h1. Okay, understand?
So what does this formula refer?
This
Can you
formula,
say it again?
this formula is equal to the gain in potential energy, loss in potential energy, or change of potential energy. I have to clear it. I have cleared it now in the class.
Sir, a question.
Yes.
Sir, why do we use that delta?
Delta means change. Delta, the sign delta is used for change
To indicate some change.
So indicate some change. Suppose delta T, this is the change of time. Delta M, this is the change of mass. Okay?
Yes, sir, understood.
Is cite any quantity, it denotes the change. Okay?
Yes, sir, understood.
Okay. Now, suppose a body of mass, mathematical problem, a body of mass 5 kilogram, a body of mass 5 kilogram falls from a height falls from a height of 10 meter to 4 meter. 10 meter to 4 meter. Calculate loss in potential energy. Loss in potential energy. Loss of potential energy.
$196.133.
Okay. Now, so here the mass is 5 kilogram. We know G equals to 9.8 meter per second square. H2 equals to 10 meter. H1 equals to 4 meter. Okay. So, loss in potential energy, you can delta EP equals to mg H2 minus H1. Suppose the figure is in this from this is the 10 meter. The object is fall and it reaches this point. This point, it's also 5 kilogram. It's also 5 kilogram. This height is 4 meter. For this, what is the loss of potential energy? M5 9.8 into 10 minus 4. That means 5.9.8 into 6. Sorry. 5 into 9.8 into 6. It will be 294. 294. So delta EP will be 294 joule. Understand?
Yes, sir.
This is the loss in potential energy. Okay, come on. Suppose this is the ground. Here the figure. Okay. This is the ground. This is the object. The mass of the object is 5 kilogram. The total height is 120 meter. This is the point A, this is the point B, and this is the point C. The object is allowed to fall. It reaches point B after 2 seconds. It reaches point B after 2 seconds. Yes, after 2 seconds. After 2 seconds. What will be the potential energy? What will be the potential energy at point? What will be the potential energy energy at point A, B, and C. What will be the potential energy at point A, B, and C? Please do. Please. Okay, come on. Potential energy at point A for A. At point A for A, here the mass is m equals to 5 kilogram, g equals to 9.8 meter per second square. And for 8.8,
Here the energy is 5880.
HA equals to 120 meter. HA. Okay, come on. So EPA, that means potential energy at point A. It will be EPA equals to mgHA, because the height of the point A from the ground is total height. This is the 120 meter. You have to determine the height from the ground. So here m is the 5, g 9.8, and HA equals to 120. So it will be 5 into 9.8 into 120. Oh, 5880. 5880. It means EPA equals to 5880 joule. Okay, understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So come on. So what is the potential energy at point B? At point B, we do not know the height of the point B. Do you know? No. Because now you have to, at first you have to determine the displacement from A to B. Displacement, it's not distance, displacement. Now for point B, displacement, the object is allowed to fall from point A freely, allowed to fall. It's like a free body, free falling body. So the initial body velocity will be 0. So the displacement we know as equals to ut plus half of at square. On the other hand, you can write x equals to h equals to ut plus half of gt square. Okay. So here, suppose this is the x. This is x. So you can write x equals to ut plus half of gt square. U means 0 plus half, g means 9.8, and t means 2 square. So 4 to 19.6. So x will be 19.6 meter. 19.6 meter. This is the displacement from A to B. X equals to 96 meter. If this is 19.6 meter, what is the height of B height? Now the height of B, okay, height of B will be HB equals to 120 minus 19.6. That means 100.4 meter. Okay. 120 minus 19.6 equals to 100.4 meter. Okay. Now the potential energy at point B. Now we know the value of mass G and HB. M equals to 9.8 and 100.4. 100.4. 100.4 into 9.8 into 5. It will be 4919. 49.
So there is a given value 25.
Yes. 20
So there is a
seconds.
given value 20.
No. It reaches the point A to B. It's 2 seconds, not 25. 2 seconds.
25.
Not 25. 4919.6. So EPB will be 491946 joule. Understand? Now we have to determine the potential energy at point C. At point C. The height of point C from the ground is 0. The height of point C from the ground is 0. So for C, the potential energy will be mgHc. M means 5, G means 9.8, it means 0, so 0. So EPC equals to 0. Okay? Joule. So the potential energy at highest point, suppose we know, please help me. EPA at point A, what is the potential? What was the potential energy?
5,880.
80 joule. What is the potential energy at B? 4919.6 joule. What is the potential energy at point C?
0 joule.
You have to notice that at highest point, this is A is the highest point, the potential energy is the highest. Yes? When it is allowed to fall or it is falling towards the ground, the potential energy is decreased. At the ground, the potential energy is the lowest. So we can say the potential energy will be the highest at the highest point or maximum height, and the potential energy will be lowest at the minimum height. Minimum height means at the ground. Understand? On the other hand,
Question, sir.
yes.
So it's from the book in page
Yes.
103.
103. 103. Yes.
So it's
Yes.
from the kinetic part. It
Yes.
starts from again from the equations of motion. This line.
Again, from the equations of motion, we know that if an object starts in motion from rest, yes,
Sir, in kinetic energy, will we always consider U equal to 0? So because the main formula was created considering U as 0.
yes, no, it is not constant. You must have 0, but it is the general or practical. Practically, it is used. When a body starts from rest, when a body starts a journey, it's considered it is in rest. So U equals to 0. Okay. On the other hand, we have done a math. Kinetic energy is the change of momentum. Then the initial energy was 5 meters per second or 2 meters per second, etc. Suppose this is the 2 meters per second. The mass is 5 kilogram. After applying force, the object reaches here 5 meters per second. And what is the potential kinetic energy? Change of kinetic energy,
Yes.
work done, work done equals to change of kinetic energy. Kinetic energy, it is considered in our practical life, a body starts a journey from its rest. So U equals to zero.
Sir, but
Okay, there
why
is no
did they
time I will
U
discuss
in this
about.
formula?
There is no time I will discuss about this in next class. I hope